Hey, everyone. So I wanted to come on here on the 4th of July and I guess sing the national anthem to you all and kind of talk about how we all should feel about the 4th of July and just being an American. All right. I ain't the best singer, but here we go. Oh, say, can you see all of the injustice that is happening in America to African Americans across this country and around the world? We as a people, we've been suffering very long. For over 400 something years, we've been suffering injustice, disparities in our communities, disparities in health, disparities in education, disparities in all of these things that will help us to build and be a whole community. By the dawn's early light. So the early light, a lot of us won't see anymore because we're losing our lives unjustly, unfairly. The last light that we see are the police lights in our face, or some local citizen thinking that they can uphold the law, hanging our people, shooting our people, killing our people, and things going unjust, things being not taken care of, And it's like, when is it enough? When do we get that justice? What so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. A flag that doesn't stand for every person in America. A flag that doesn't stand for every individual in America. A flag that doesn't stand for every culture in America. This is supposed to be the land of the free. I, being a military vet myself, served in a foreign war. And I ask, what are the freedoms that we have received as a people? Yes, our life may not be as hard as others because we live in a first world country, a capitalist country. But we're learning how important capitalism has been in our history and how unfair things have been. There have been soldiers of African American culture who have been on the front line since well before times in World War I and II and the Vietnam War and drafts and so forth. We were one of the highest areas to be drafted into these wars. And yet, where do our people stand? We have no progress overall. We have some progress. I don't want to say that, but we have a general small minority progress. We don't have the majority of African Americans progressing. The mental state of us haven't progressed. Those disparities are still tearing us down and tearing our communities down. And something has to be done. Or say, does that star-spangled banner yet waves o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? This is the land of the free for all, for every human being that chooses to take up place in this country, who chooses to be a part of making the country great, making the world great, making the economy great in this country. This is the land of the free for us, the land of the free for opportunity, and yet so many of us, or so few of us, have that access to that opportunity. Home of the brave. We have suffered enough. We have sacrificed enough, and it is time now for all Americans to be treated fairly and equally, for all Americans to not have prejudgment against them because of the color of their skin. Our ancestors didn't just lie down, die, and give up. They fought. They fought for us to have these freedoms. They were the brave. This is their home, and this is our home. Happy 4th of July.